I will be finishing just before past because I've got somebody coming to view my bungalow. So when everybody's ready, I'll choose some cards. Okay. There's my water. So if anybody's about, come and join me. It's like the song, come and join me, come and join me. I'm tired. I've got a lot to do, but it doesn't matter. Let's take a bit of time out for myself. How nice is that card? These are nice cards, these are. These are limited offer. Look, aren't they lovely? I'm using these today for a change. Okay. Stace, I hope you can hear me now, or whether it was yours that we couldn't hear. But if you can hear me, just put a little. Yeah, okay. Miss Kay, hi, how are you? Lovely. Let's see what cards we can get for you then, sweetheart. So, Miss Kay, you've got the Angel Uriel. Can you see? Beautiful white and cream. That's beautiful. And as I see the Angel Uriel, she always stands at your left-hand side. And as I look at this, I can see all the pleats in this and the feathers. They're absolutely beautiful, but this means light. And we've got the number 30 here. 30 door, 30 age, 30th of the month. The number 3. 3 is March. March for anniversaries, birthdays, or for passings. But I know the March is important. And I want to say with you, sweetheart, you've got a lot going on in your life. It's like knowing how far you've come and showing people that you are stronger than what they think you are. I know with you, Miss Kay, I feel that you have been neglecting yourself in some way. Maybe it is what is happening with you. But I can see an expanded vision. And that's what this card is showing you. If I can show it you again, I'll put it back in my box. So look, the expansion. And that expansion is your vision. Maybe you've been trying to find yourself again. Maybe you've wanted to push yourself a bit further. Well, I want you to do that. Miss Kay, you are a strong person. Just use your strength to get you back on track. Okay. I have a lady here with you, and this lady, as she comes forward, I want to say it's either mum or grandma. She was a lady that always used to have little knickknacks all around the room. And often she would say, when you was a child, get a duster and come and dust my knickknacks, but don't break any. And you was very careful. And I feel you still are very careful in what you do. You do know how far you have come in the last, shall I say, 10 years? But I say again, expand your vision. This lady with you has given me the name of Catherine. She's just given me also the name of Maureen, and she's just given me the name also of Pearl. So they are either her or we've got friends who are there with you. She just said, just to say to you, life will give you lots of challenges, but you will find yourself again. She said about memories, having memories. Sweetheart, there's a gentleman here now, dad or granddad. He's given me the name of Arthur, and he's just given me also the name of John, so I know they're connected. I feel he was a man that used to expand his vision. He knew where he was going. He knew what he had to do, but he was also a gentleman that liked his family, loved his garden, loved to see things in their true state. I can also see him with like Duraglit, and he's rubbing something down. So I know that he was just showing me that. He's saying about knowing how far you've come, look to what you've got to do, and do it yourself. Show others you can do it. Okay, Miss K, I'm going to give you a lovely yellow rose for memories and say, always go with your gut feeling and you will find yourself. All right, sweetheart? I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Tammy Cox vote. Tammy Cox vote. Okay, Tammy Cox vote. Oh, sweetheart, you've got the lovers. Are you in the midst of a relationship, or a relationship that you want to make more permanent? Look at the colors, the color pink, the color blue, the color purple, the yellow, and the beautiful gold. Tammy, this is saying to you, you've got a long way to go, but you need to start to sort your own life out, because life is what you make it. We have the number 11 there, 11 door, 11 month, 11th of the month, 1 and 1 is 2, 2 is February. But looking at those beautiful colors, it's all the colors of the rainbow. The only one that isn't there is the color red. But you don't need the red anymore because you've already found your vision. A lady with you, sweetheart, and this lady is about 5'3". She's showing me making things. I can see her making biscuits. She's got some scales there and she's weighing out the flour. She's weighing out the sugar. She didn't do anything where she did it normally. It all had to be weighed out. She was a very lady, a lovely lady that liked things to be right for herself. And I want to say your mom or your grandmother. She was a lady that gave quite a lot to expressions. And I know that with you, sweetheart, there is a lot going on in your life and you've needed just to show others how much you have changed. Sweetheart, and what she's saying to me is that you've got a lot going on in your life at the moment. Maybe it's to do with family or friends that are not getting you, but I know there's changes coming around you. Your changes will come from knowing yourself and how far you've come. Sweetheart, I'm given the name of Dorothy, Margaret, and also Ellen. As she steps aside, I've got a gentleman here. He's wearing a striped shirt. He's wearing like corduroy trousers. I want to say it's dad or granddad. He was very much a gentleman that liked his family. He hated people that told him lies. And he said he would always say it as it was. I feel he was in the army. I know that he loved his animals. I know he had lots to do with his life, but I feel he passed before his time. I'm also given Roy, and I'm also given Spencer, so I know they're connected around you. And I want to give you a lovely bunch of pansies and just say to you, be careful with who you trust. All right, sweetheart? I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Fiona Rosen, please. Let's talk to you. Fiona Rosen. Fiona, you've got the angel Jophiel. Can you see the beautiful orange? Isn't that beautiful. It's more like a shining. It is so pretty. We've got number 26 here, Fiona Rosen. As I look at this, I see with you, sweetheart, that you are very strong in the mind, but your body is not perfect at this moment. I've got 9 steps here, so it's like a ladder, and each step takes you a bit further. The light is shining quite fully through this sword which he's holding, but it's the sword of truth. The color orange is for your adrenal system. So maybe you've got problems with either your waterworks or down your bottom of your tummy, or the lady I have with you had problems with the tummy or the waterworks. We got number 26 there, 26 age, 26 door, 26th of the month, 2 and 6 is 8, 8 is August. Altogether, it's like we're building bridges, and I want those bridges to be fully built. Maybe you've got lots going on in your life. Family have been started to turn you into something that you're not. But I want to say, trust with your own self and find you again. Right. I know as I look at this lady, there's a gentleman with her, and he's given me Peter. But I know the lady with you is called, I felt either the name of Dolly or Donnie. I don't know, but I want to say to those 2 names are there. I feel the gentleman used to love to cook. He's also showing me an old-fashioned radio. And the radio is about that big, about that tall. And he always had that playing while he was doing his cooking. I'm hearing him singing. I felt he had a lovely voice. He was a tenor. And he is singing Danny Boy to me. So I know that must mean something to you. Fiona, you have to start to believe in yourself again. Stop letting others put you back. You'll get there in your own time. So Fiona, take it all with love, and I want to give you a white rose for always. All right? So can I leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Lisa Marie, can I talk to you, please? Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie, you've got dreams. Look at that beautiful card. That is absolutely lovely. So have you been dreaming a lot just recently? Have you got a light, and that light is showing you that there's other people around you? We have the number 43, 43 age, 43 door. 4 and 3 is 7. 7 is July, 7th of the month. But I just know I want to give you a big cuddle because I feel you need it at the moment. Lisa, there's a lot going on in your life at the minute where you felt as though your vision is not the way it should be. I know there's lots and lots going on in your life, and I feel that you need just to push yourself back to where you used to be. The dreams you're having are true dreams, and I know you dream in color because I'm shown all the color, but I'm also seeing orbs all the way around you, so I know spirit are around you always. I've got a pain in the upper part of my body, the diaphragm, or around the bottom of the lung, but I feel this lady I have with you had problems with the lung or with the breathing. She's a lady that is about, I want to say she's about 5'4". She's wearing a pink blouse. She said there's a photograph of her. She's saying here that the lady is saying that she loved you to pieces. And she said she always did her best to make you into the special person you are now. She said you are strong in the mind, strong in the body, and also you help others. I know you do a lot to help others. And I want to say that you just need, just for a moment, to sit back and remember the past. This lady's saying, now is the time to just push yourself a bit further and find you. Never, ever stop looking after you, because you are perfect. Okay. I've got a gentleman here and he's given me the name of Michael. And I know Michael is either an uncle, brother, or a dad. I don't know, but it's just all so... I want to say to you, stop worrying about past. Move forward, move away from it. Show others your strength. Okay, I'm given the names of Margaret, Mary, Anne, Michael, John, and also Peter. I know with you, sweetheart, just take things on board. Show yourself how strong you are, and you will get there. And I am given a beautiful tulip for you, and it's a red tulip, and that's given with love for April. So can I leave that with you and say thank you for working with me? Tracy Mega, can I talk to you, please? Tracy Mega. Right, Tracy Mega. You've got the family card. Can you see? The children. Suffer the children to come unto me, said Jesus. Tracy, we've got number 44, Birth of Angels. 44 door, 44 age, 4 and 4 is 8, 8 is August. I know as I look at this card that you are very much a family person. I feel that I could give you 2 children and you would nurture them. I feel by looking after you, you will find your inner strength. I have a lady here, and this lady, she's tall and thin. Well, tall, she's about 5'6", 5'5". She gives me the name of Kathleen, and she's given me also the name of Anne, and also the name of Megan. So I know those names are around family or friends. I know as I look at this angel's wings, we've got the lovely amethyst color. So I know that you need amethyst as your crystal. Tracy, the lady is very much pointing to you and saying, do it. Do it. So you've got something happening around you where you've had some decisions to make. Right, sweetheart. We got another lady here with you, and she's got her arms folded. And I want to say, More Grandma had a cancer condition before she went to the spirit world, was very proud of her garden, very proud of her kitchen. She was proud of everybody and everything. She left before her time. She loved music, and especially that music. She loved hymns, and she loved her Christmas carols. She's telling me, always remember that you are important and trust in yourself. You will find your true self. Okay, anything else? That's it. And I'm given a golden rose for you. And the golden rose is just beautiful. And that is for gut feeling. And I know this, I just need to give you this precious memories and say to you, you are loved so much. And I can feel tears. and the tears are for emotion. And I'm so sorry, but I feel your emotion. And she said, I love you. But she's given me a lovely, lovely golden rose for you. And that golden rose is for gut feeling and knowing that you will get where you need to be. Okay, so please take that love with you. And know at the end of the day, Tracy, that life is important for you. Paul Freed, please. You want a message from your grandmother? I can't promise to get your grandmother, sweetheart. All I can do is just see what comes. But Paul Freed, you've got the Destiny card. Isn't that beautiful? Look how that's like Destiny's Child, the group. Destiny is your forte. You've got a long way to go in this life, and you have to follow your dreams. You have the number 42, Paul. 42 age, 42 door, 4 and 2 is 6. 6 is for anniversaries and passings. 2 and 6 is 8. 8 as well. They're giving you numbers. You either work with numbers or you know how far you have come. I have a lady with you, and this lady is about 5'3". She's very much a singular person. She knew exactly who she was and where she needed to be. She was a lady that wanted to give you so much love from her. She's just made you a steak and kidney pie and a toad in the hole. And she's saying, remember yourself and your stomach, because she said you always like to eat. I know this lady is very much in charge of her own emotions. And she's saying how much she loved you when she was on the earth plane. She said there were some struggles in life and struggles when you and her used to have the laughter. Because I can hear her laughing, and she had such a lovely laugh. But she said, you've got the big guffaw as well, always laughing. Sweetheart, I am given the names of Margaret. I am given the names of Anne, June, and also I want to give you Wendy. So they're either family members or people that you know. I know there's a lot going on with your life at the moment, but she said, stop the struggling. Life is important. Love yourself for who you are. Sweetheart, I've got another lady here with you. And this other lady is knitting. And she's just knitted you a lovely jumper. She says she's got to keep the cold out. She was a lady that often used to knit. And you could hear her often watching the television, and she'd be knitting away. She's saying here, you are strong in the mind, but she said sometimes you have to look after your body. Right. I am given also the name of Dorothy. And you must also understand the name of June, or the month of June, because I'm given that again. And I want to give you, sweetheart, I want to give you a lovely Star of David. And I don't know whether there was a Star of the David on a necklace, but I want to give you that as well. And I also want to give you a big hug from the spirit world. And I want to give you a salmon and cucumber sandwich. So can I give you that with love, sweetheart? And say thank you for working with me. Right, let's see who else we've got on here. These were the ones I was first drawn to. Oh dear, we've got a lot of people on here today. Deborah Priest, please. Let's talk to you. Right, you've got the healing card. Look at the ivory there, the beautiful ivory, but it's more tinged with blue, which brings the healing for you. We've got the number 52, 5 and 2 on a door, 5 and 2 is 7, 7 on a door, 7th of the month. And I want to say to you, sweetheart, as I'm holding this card, the healing comes to you in abundance. I see also a lady here with you. And this lady's about 5'4". She's wearing red cardigan. She's sat at a table. She's peeling onions. And I can see her also with jars around. So she's getting some pickled onions done. She was a lady that often did different, things she did. One of the things she did was when she pickled onions, she would pickle beetroot and do other things as well. She was a lady that loved anything to do out of the garden. She's showing me cauliflower, a lovely cauliflower that's grown in the garden. And I feel her husband was the gentleman that did all the vegetables. And then she'd pickle them and jar them ready for the winter time. She was a lady that also made jam. And I'm seeing this jam she's made. Deborah, she said to say to you, stop worrying about things that are out of your control. She said, no matter how much you love to do things, take things in your stride. I've got a pain in my stomach right the way across. So either stomach cancer or I had a problem with the bowel. But I know I had to give you that from the spirit world. There's also a sense that you need a bit more knowledge in your life. Maybe there's a lot to do with things that are out of your control. But I know with you, sweetheart, it's time just to take a step back and find you again. Right, I've got a gentleman here now, Deborah. And this gentleman, as he comes forward, is dad or granddad. He's a gentleman that loved to be out and about. He has a Jack Russell with him. And he's saying to you, get your backside into gear and do the things that you wanted to do. You're a person that you had so many things you wanted to do, but you've not done them. You always seem to think it was a pipe dream, but I want to say to you, it's not a pipe dream. You will do what you have to do. Time to take time for you. I am given Martha, Mary, and also I want to give you something to do with owls. The gentleman with you, John. Also, I'm given Raymond, and I want to give you also Brian as well. So, Deborah, I hope you understood what I've said. I'm giving you a yellow rose for gut feeling. You haven't come back to me, but I hope you can understand. All right, sweetheart, leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Wendy. Right, can I talk to Mel, please? Mel Whelans. I'll try and get round as many as I can, so don't worry, all of you. Doing my best. Okay. Right, Mel, you've got water. Oh, and I've got a headache on the right-hand side, left-hand side, left, on the left. Somebody in the spirit world that had either a brain aneurysm or they had brain cancer. I just need to give you that. But we have water, maybe water on the brain. I don't know. I'm just felt the pain in my head. We have number 35 there, 35 age, 35 door, 3 and 5 is 7, 7 is July. I know as I look at this water all coming down, it is so much love coming to you from the spirit world. And I know as I look at this beautiful card, look at the healing that's coming from that water. I know I have a gentleman here with you. And this gentleman, he said he loved the water. He loved to go paddling in the sea. And he said when he was a lad, he loved the sea. So maybe he was in the Navy or he just loved the sea. And you must love water as well. But I know as I'm talking to you, sweetheart, there's so much pressure on my head. So I know there's either a problem with your head or it is someone in the spirit world. I am given David. I've just been given the name of John. And I also want to give you Brian. Lady comes now and she brings you some beautiful tulips. And she's singing to me, tulip. Oh, it was your dad, was it? Oh, okay. I don't read. I just don't read what your answers. So I just want to say to you, when it's spring again, I'll bring again tulips from Amsterdam. This lady's singing away to me here. And this is either your mom or your grandma. But she was singing all kinds of things. She would sing anything, that she got there. But she's a lovely lady. And she's just made you, she brought you some tulips and she's just made you an apple pie with custard. And I feel this was a memory. I am given Margaret. I am also given the name of Janet and Jacqueline. I want to give you Jackie. I know there's a lot going on with you, Mel, but you have to start to believe in yourself again. I want to give you, as well as the tulips, I want to give you some daffodils as well. And the daffodils are for March. And can I leave that with you and say thank you for working with me? I want to talk to Janet Cullen, please. Can I talk to you, sweetheart? See what card we've got for you. Oh, you've got twins. Gemini? Twins, look at them. They're so alike. It's the twins. And this is, when I look at it, it's got so much colour in there. And it's like the shining. I see the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the pink. And I've got that lovely marigold colour, the beautiful orange. And it is so lovely. But as I see this beautiful card, I want to say that Gemini, which is June, isn't it, Gemini? And I just feel that I want to give you this card because there's so much love with it. As I said, 73 door, 73 age, 7 and 3 is 10. Yeah, 10 is balance, 10 is October, and 1, new beginnings. I know at the end of the day, this is for you, sweetheart, to show you've got the strength to move forward. I also know with you as well, sweetheart Jeanette, that you have to start to believe that you can do it again. I know there's a lot going on in your life, and I know you've had lots of issues, but I know the issues will get better. There is a lot of things going on in your life where I just want to just say, all things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small. And that is that hymn. I love that hymn because it says it as it is. Because you have so much love to give to others. And your strength is in your knowledge. Jeanette, the lady I have with you, she's given me Pauline. And I also want to give you the name of Jean. There's also this lady loved to crochet, because she's showing me a lovely, lovely shawl which she crocheted. Whether it was for you or for one of your children, I just need to give you that. Jeanette, look to where Christmas this year sees changes coming around you, and coming into January, new beginnings. I'm hearing that song, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. So I know you've got that going on in your life at the moment. Let that peace become with you. I know at the end of the day, this lady I have with you loved you to bits. I feel she left before her time, but I know she loved you. Sweetheart, just remember, whatever happened in the past is in the past. What happens in the future is your choice. Just remember, sweetheart, nothing is impossible. Life is as it is. Okay, sweetheart? I'm going to leave that with you with beautiful bouquet of gladiolis, the name of Gladys as well. So thank you for working with me, Jeanette. Christina Marie Harris, let's talk to you, can we? Christina Marie Harris. Let's find you a card. Here you go, sweetheart. Oh, you've got the world. Can you see the world? She's holding it. I've got the whole world in my hands. I've got the whole world. This is your card, the world. Everything you have is with you. She's holding the world tightly, so she's looking after you, and you're looking after your piece of world where you are. We have the number 12 here. 12 door, 12th of the month of December. 1, 2 is 3, 3 is March. Number 3 is your number. As I see the colors, each color is different. The beautiful blue, the yellow, the gold. And then I've got the purple. Your spiritual pathway is there. You just need to open yourself up a bit more. Maybe it's time to either join a circle or try and find you again. I feel with you, sweetheart, it's now time to make that challenge stick. I know with you also, it's times of making the changes happen. I have a lady here with you, and this lady's about 5'3", 5'4". She's a lady that absolutely loved you to pieces. And I know there's a lot going on in your life. This lady is, she's singing again. I feel you must sing. You must be singing all the time. Because she just says, I'm in the groove. And this is how she's talking to me. This is either your mum or your grandma. She was a bit of a pain in the bum when she was on the earth plane, but she loved family. She said, you have to change your points of view. So if you're thinking about joining a circle, find one either near to you that you feel a balance with. I know this is a lot to do with finding your spiritual path. Maybe time to read a few books. And I always advise the first book to read is The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. And this book is so absolutely wonderful because it helps you to overcome your difficulties and find your new path. I know I'm given the names of Shirley, Sheila, and also I want to give you Margaret. Okay. She's singing to me, Angels from the Realms of Glory. And that is a Christmas hymn. So Christmas must mean something to you. Or the 12th of December. Because I got number 12 and I also just got Angels from the Realms of Glory. That's the song. And it is a carol. There's also a gentleman coming forward. The gentleman's about 5'9". I feel he was in the army. He was a gentleman that was a stickler for everything to be ready on time. He hated lateness. And he's saying here that he also liked things to be just so. If you went into his shed, everything was labelled. Everything was in place. Nothing out of place. And he hated people if they went in and took something without his knowledge. I feel the name of Jim or James, also Bill or Billy, and I know the name of Ralph is important around you. But Christina, remember, you are important too. All right? I've just been given a beautiful smoky quartz for you. And that beautiful smoky quartz is specially for you. All right, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Sophie Jane, can I talk to you, please? You have Archangel Michael. And he is stunner. He is absolutely beautiful. I'd love a guide like St. Michael because he had the strength and the knowledge, and he is always there, ready to fight a challenge. We have the number 28 here, 28 door, 28th of the month, 28 age, 2 and 8 is 10, 10 is October, 10 is balance, but I feel the 28 is important for some reason. I know I have the name of Kathleen with you, and I also have the name as well. As I'm talking to you, Sophie, I want the name of Brenda. I know as I look at these colours, the colour blue, and the blue is important. And I'm telling you, you have to speak out. There's something you're not doing. Somebody is being upsetting you, and you have to say in no uncertain terms, I don't want you to say that to me. I don't want you to do that to me. Speak out and say it as it is. Be yourself. You are a strong lady, but you have to start to believe in yourself again. I know at the end of the day, you are stronger than what you think you are, but you have to talk it out. Sophie, there is so much love coming to you from the spirit world. And I know you have so much love to give others. And by having Archangel Michael at your side, you've got the strength. Don't run from things. Stand your ground. I have a lady here with you, and she has just brought you some stargazer lilies. Now, the stargazer lilies are the only lily that stands upright and looks to the stars. I want to say to you, sweetheart, you have had so much going on in your life, and this lady said she comes to help you. She said you have to stand your ground. Show people that you are stronger than what you think you are. Be yourself. Courage comes from within. Read the book, The Celestine Prophecy. That tells you there's no such things as a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. Another lovely book to read is The Alchemist. That is a beautiful book about finding yourself. The lady is sitting at the table. She is reading a magazine. The kitchen was her domain. She loved to sit there. And I feel as you, as a child, would have sat at that table with her. She's saying here, your strength is your knowledge, and your knowledge is your strength. Everything happens for a reason. I told you that. Always know at the end of the day, you can do it. And I am given the names of Catherine as well. I have a gentleman here now, and he either was in the Navy or he worked on lifeboats, because I was just shown a lifeboat for some reason. I know there's a lot going on in your life. I know there's something that happens, but I'm given Mick or Michael, Mick, I want to say, and Tom and John. But I know at the end of the day, everything will happen at its own time. But remember, always remember that you are stronger than what you think you are. And I am given a lovely pink rose. And the pink rose is for Mother Long. All right, sweetheart. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right. Linda Scanlon. Linda Scanlon. Right, Linda. You've got the Hanged Man. Okay. To me, that means Judas Iscariot. But it also means as well that you have had lots to go on in your life, but you've always come out and found yourself. Linda, we've got the number 7. The 7 is the 7th of the month, age 7, 7 on a door, 7 is July. July for anniversaries. But as I look at this, I feel that I want to give you a bit of a hug and say to you that things are going to get better over the next few months. Let's take you to January next year, where January will make you see new beginnings and new ideas. Linda, you have been trying your hardest, hi Patrick, to overcome your difficulties. But people don't see you. They only know that you have got lots going on in your life. I'm given the names of Anita, and also I want to give you Louise, and I want to give you Mary. I know as I'm talking to you, I do have a lady here. And this lady, she was very much a lady that loved to be out in her garden. She's showing me pansies. She's showing me roses. And she's showing me daffodils. She's on about Halloween. Do you understand the 31st of October, Halloween, because I just want to give you that and say that you will find things different at Halloween. Sweetheart, she's just given me Lily, the name Lily or Lillian. A gentleman coming in, and he's given me the names of Terry, and also he's given me Alan. So they're members of your family or friends that are around. I do know that this gentleman was part and parcel of your life. I'm shown water, lots of water. So either he was in the Navy or he loved water. I'm feeling quite dizzy. So is it you that's quite dizzy, or is it the person I have with me? But this gentleman is just showing me dizziness. I know you have to find you again. And I have a Cocker Spaniel with you. And the Cocker Spaniel is a lovely browny grey colour. It's got really lovely ears, and I can see it there. So I feel that is something to do with you. I know there's a lot going on with you at the moment, but I know if I can just put my arms around you and say to you, everything will be okay. And I want to give you a lovely, lovely red rose with love. All right, sweetheart. And can I say thank you for working with me? Lisa Joe, let's talk to you, please. You're welcome. Well, it's jumped out, so you can have the one that jumped out. And you've got star. Isn't that beautiful? Star. Can you see? You're welcome, Linda. I see here the beautiful star, the North Star. And we've got the number 10 here. The 10 is October, the 10 is balance, and the 10 is also love for you. The 10, as I told you, is balance. The 1 is new beginnings, and that is for January. But I also feel it always is the first of a month. And I want to say the 1st of April is important to you. You are a star. And I have a gentleman here, and he's given me the name of Tom. And he's also given me George, and he's given me Michael. So no, they are around you. He shows me a room, and this room has got low ceilings. I feel a cottage, and I feel a number 1 is on the door. So it could be 1, 11, it's number 1. I'm given 1. He's also showing me beams. So the beams are quite low. Maybe he got this cottage and did it himself. But I have to say to you, march on with the times, show your true feelings, and don't let others put you down. Lady now with you, and she's given me the names of Gladys and also Olive. She said that she was your foundation. So this is either your mum or your grandma. She's saying that you are ready to take that next step, sweetheart. You have to do it. again, as I'm just saying, yeah, I know, there's lots going on with this lady, but she said I had to give you some donuts with plenty of jam. So again, I feel this is to do with what you're going to do with your life at the moment. She said, precious memories, Lisa. Well, to me, precious memories mean lots of things happening. I know at the end of the day, I just want to give you some crocuses, and the crocuses are for spring. And just to say to you, Mary says hello. So I'm going to leave that with you, Lisa, and say thank you for working with me. I'm going to do one more because I've got somebody coming to view my bungalow and I feel they're here. So I just want to come to, let's have a look quickly. Casey, you'll do. Casey, you've got Angel Gabriel. And this is the number 25. 25 age, 25 door, 2 and 5 is 7. 7 is July. But Casey, just remember, you are important in this life. And Gabriel is quite strong because, as you can see, he's got his armor on. So you've got things happening around you where you need to stand strong. Now is the time to make that challenge and show that you are ready to move forward on your pathway. You have got so much going on, and I want to give you, from this lady in the spirit world, fish and chips and mushy peas. And I feel she would have treated you as a child to fish and chips. She's a lady that had a lot of laughter, and she had laughter in her eyes and in her face. She's saying to you, sweetheart, now is the time to make those changes in your life. Show that you are strong, well balanced, and ready to take the next step. You are strong, you are ready, and you have to do it. I am given the names of Lorna, Diane, and I'm also given Margaret for you. Just watch where the next few months sees a different Casey. Gentleman comes. The gentleman is 5'10". I feel he was in the Air Force. He said, I've got my wings. He gives me Daniel. He gives me Peter. And he also gives me as well the name of George. I feel he had a heart attack before he went to the spirit world. He's showing me that you and him got on famously. I'm ever so sorry. I've got to go now. So thank you all for working with me. We'll talk to you again when we can. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.